U.S. Citizenship Interview. What questions will the immigration officer ask? Let's review the N-400 form. During the U.S. Naturalization Interview, the immigration officer will conduct a civics test, an English reading and writing test, and a review of your N-400 form. What questions might the immigration officer ask while checking over the N-400 form? Let's learn together. I need to put you under oath. Please remain standing and raise your right hand. Before we start the interview, I need to place you under oath. Please stand up and raise your right hand. Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help your God? Can you explain to me how you are eligible to become a U.S. citizen? Please tell me how you are eligible to become a U.S. citizen. What is your current legal name? Can you please confirm your full name? Is your name exactly as it appears on your permanent resident card? Is the name on your green card the same as your current legal name? Have you gone by or used any other names since birth? Do you use any other name in your home country? Would you like to legally change your name? Do you want to legally change your name? What is your date of birth? Can you confirm your day of birth, please? What is your gender? Where were you born? What country were you born in? What is your nationality? What is your country of citizenship? Can you verify your social security number, please? Can you confirm the last 4 digits of your social security number? When did you become a lawful permanent resident? On what date did you get your green card? How did you become a lawful permanent resident? Who was the sponsor for your green card? Do you have any physical or developmental disabilities or mental impairments? Do you have any disabilities or impairments that will prevent you from understanding the English language? Can you please tell me your mobile or cell phone number? What is the best phone number to reach you at? We may need to contact you. What's your email address? Do you have any other telephone number, such as a work phone number? Where are you currently living? What is your home address? What is your current physical address? What is your current mailing address? Is your mailing address the same as your home address? Do you have a different mailing address? Where do you receive mail? How long have you lived there? When did you move to this address? When did you begin living here? Have you lived at any other address in the last 5 years? Do you still live at the same address? Can you confirm your previous address? Have you changed your address since you submitted your application form? Have you moved since you applied for citizenship? Are either of your parents U.S. citizens? If your mother is a U.S. citizen, please state your mother's name, date of birth, country of birth, and the date she became a U.S. citizen. If your father is a U.S. citizen, please state your father's name, date of birth, country of birth, and the date he became a U.S. citizen. What's your ethnicity? What's your race? Are you a Hispanic, Latino, or Asian? How much do you weigh? What's your weight? How tall are you? What's your height? What color are your eyes? What's your eye color? What color is your hair? What's your hair color? Information about your employment and the schools you attended. How do you support yourself? What do you do for a living? Are you currently employed? Do you work? Are you self-employed or working for a company? What is the name of your work company? Where do you work? What is the address of your work company? What do you do there? What is your occupation? What kind of work do you do? How long have you worked there? How many years did you work at this company? Have you been with the same company for the last 5 years? Where have you worked for the last 5 years? Please tell me about your previous company. Please state its name and address. Have you been attending school full-time or part-time during the last 5 years? If you answer yes, what is the name and address of the school? Have you taken any trips outside of the United States in the past 5 years? Have you ever traveled outside of the U.S. in the past 5 years? Have you traveled internationally in the past 5 years? How many trips outside the USA have you taken in the last 5 years? How many total days did you spend outside the U.S. during the last 5 years? Did you ever leave the country for more than 6 months? What are the dates of your most recent trip, and where did you go? Also, what was the purpose of your trip? Tell me about your latest, most recent trip. When did you leave? When did you return? You must memorize the length, dates, destinations, and purposes of the trips outside the USA that you took in the last 5 years. Information about your marital history. What is your current marital status? Are you currently single, married, widowed, or divorced? Are you married? How many times have you been married? Have you previously been married? Has your spouse ever had a previous marriage? Was your spouse married before? What date did you officially get married to your husband, wife, spouse, partner? What is your spouse's full name? And his birth date? What is the current immigration status of your spouse? If a U.S. citizen, when did your spouse become a U.S. citizen? How did your spouse become a U.S. citizen? Where is your spouse living now? Does your husband or wife live with you? What is your spouse's current job? Do you know your spouse's current employer and company that he or she works at? If you divorced or had prior marriages, please provide information about your prior spouse. His name, date of birth, immigration status, nationality, date of marriage with prior spouse, and date marriage ended with prior spouse. If your current spouse has been married before, please provide information about your current spouse's prior spouse. His name, date of birth, immigration status, nationality, date of marriage with spouse, and date marriage ended with spouse, and how the marriage ended. Information about your children. Do you have any children? How many children do you have? Do you have any kids with your ex-spouse? What is the name of your children? Please talk about your first child. Tell me his name and date of birth. Does he live with you? Do you know his address and phone number? Is he your biological child? What nationality is your child? If you have many children, you must remember each child's information. Do you have other children? Do you have any stepchildren or adopted children? N400 Part 12 is a lot. Check out the description for a link to more N400 Part 12 practice. Thank you and good luck. Please subscribe for more.